This dick, I fucking hate him. I can't stand that dude. Alright, I've already talked to her, I believe. Yeah, that's Crane. This dude back here, though.
Reads me like a book.
Well, hold up. Medical supplies. Oh, yeah.
Good evening, sir.
What's up, Baldy?
I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Well, let's see. You only have 500 blood quality, so you're not really...
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Okay.
Are
Tell
you
me what
satisfied
you know.
with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Alright, so the doctors are arguing
Tell me about the
your
doctors
case.
who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd.
Oh,
They
fuck
both want the
Aykroyd.
best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Alright, so...
Reads me like a book.
That's Strickland.
Good evening,
probably.
Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
I like this
Thank
guy.
you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Dr. Dane Thorough. Alright. Tell me about
Please,
it.
could you tell me something about yourself? I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
Okay.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
Just
I'm not
fucking
ashamed to
just
admit you
random
and your
asking.
work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Research is exhausting. Flattery is useless.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
Tell me about
I
your
based my
experiments.
technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
And I said that same shit. Tell me about
What can you
Pembroke.
tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Nice. Okay. And
You
he
seem
seems
quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. They're not smiling now.
What do you
What's up
think
with
of
Ackroyd?
Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy?
Jealousy and pride.
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Huh, okay. Any personal questions?
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
What is
Tell me
Mr.
Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
I mean, isn't that technically what a human is? A machine composed of human bones and flesh.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Fuck all of you horrible people. I'll talk to you in a second. I want to get back to with this guy.
Good
and
evening,
see if he
Mr.
Good
fucking-
evening, Doctor.
I feel
Tell
guilty
me about
injury.
your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
Damn. Your wife
How
died
could your
because of
job
you?
be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Whoa.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
That's some fucked up shit. I'm sorry. That's heavy. I kind of had to stop for a second. Wow. Okay.
Tell me more about the death
my
of your
God.
wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
So many died during
I'm
the
sorry
bombs.
for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer.
Truth is,
I have no
oh,
idea.
oh my God, this is
I
so
just know that
depressing.
I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Calling them bleeders, yeah.
How
Or
are your
children,
children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Yeah, that is a good thing, I guess.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll
But
see
we
you
still
later.
don't know how this injury happened. Okay, so let's go talk to this dude.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least
Oh
tell
my
me your
God.
name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Let's ask him some more questions. Tell me about yourself.
yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Your life in London? How
How
painful is your
painful
throat?
is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather not talk, Doctor.
How painful?
So painful.
We must
I'm sure
communicate.
you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe.
Oh, fuck
But I
it.
don't want to talk or even write about